Thank you. All right, for the Dirksen Award for coverage of Congress in print, it goes to the Washington Post, which created what it called its Capital Assets Project. This project analyzed how some lawmakers directed federal money to projects that overlapped with their own financial interests. Members of the team that worked on this were David Fallis, Scott Higham, Kimberly Kindy, and Dan Keating. You all can come up now.
Sissy, thank you, and thank you to the National Press Foundation. It was an honor to work on the Capital Assets Project with a fairly large cast of the Washington Post's best editors, reporters, and graphic designers, and I'm accepting this distinguished award on their behalf. Behind me are Dave Fallis, Scott Higham, and Dan Keating. Thank you, I need that. But there are a number of other people in the audience who also were indispensable in putting together the project. Karen Urish, Wilson Andrews, Bobby Pratt, Greg Manifold, and the best investigative editor in the country, Jeff Lean. The objective of the Capital Assets Project was fairly simple. Our former executive editor, Marcus Broccoli, and other Post editors asked us to connect the dots between the personal financial interests of members of Congress and the work they do on Capitol Hill. They wanted to know, were members of Congress securing earmarks, introducing legislation, or holding congressional hearings on matters that might affect their own financial portfolios? We had dug through dozens of publicly available documents. Some of them were the financial disclosure forms that many of you fill out each year, and we did it for all 535 members of Congress. It was mind-numbing, but telling. This graphic, which I believe they're going to, there you go, gives a brief overview of some of our findings. We found 33 members of Congress directed $300 million in public projects, in earmarks to public projects that were within 2 miles of their property. We identified 130 members of Congress or their family members who traded stocks worth hundreds of millions of dollars in companies lobbying on bills that came before their committees. And we found 73 members of Congress who sponsored or co-sponsored legislation that could benefit businesses or industries in which either they or their family members were invested. In this cost-cutting era of journalism, to devote major resources to this kind of public service, we are very grateful to be a part of an institution that continues to do this. We are also grateful to the few members of Congress who gave us access and helped us with our reporting. Unfortunately, the financial disclosure system for Congress does not connect the dots between assets and members' congressional work. But to the few members who went beyond their forms and gave us additional information that provided a clearer, better picture, we are truly grateful. We feel very privileged to be in the company with a lot of great congressional reporters who are both past and current recipients of this award. To name a few, Dana Bash and Deirdre Walsh, Brody Mullins, and the late John Wilkie. Thanks again.